Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3329 Northeast 138th Avenue here in Portland. Located up on the rooftop. Went on through a cast iron vent here. It's 4-inch diameter. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's currently running. We're going to zero out the base of the vent and off we go here. Some cobwebs to clean off here. And the reason we're going through this, between the foliage and all the lock gates, there is just essentially no way to get to the front of the house or the right side of the house. Not without doing some pretty serious bushwhacking. We're going to zero out here. We're going to take a look here in a second. You may have some scale buildup that needs to be jetted out of this thing. And also, kind of as a preface to this, I am up here, because of where I'm located on the roof, the angles of the roof and everything, I just tried to set my umbrella up here to shade my monitor. I can't get my umbrella to sit anywhere, unfortunately, so it's kind of hard right now to see fine detail type stuff with the sun glare I've got in my face. Got a lot of scale buildup in the line. Transition there to 4-inch ABS pipe, so it does look like the outside pipe has been updated. So it's a cast iron right now I'm probably the most concerned about. But anyway, going back to what I was saying a second ago about the sun issue, I'm going to review this video in better lighting, so it's possible I may mention something on the report I don't talk about in the video. Like that right there, for instance, looks like cobwebs. It would be more fine detail stuff, more subtle things. Big stuff I can still see pretty good. And that right there would appear to be the city main. We're going to go do some locating real quick here while the line drains. Alright, located the camera head successfully. Get kind of a weak locate where I'm at right now, but it lines right up at the manhole, and it's where I would expect to see the main connect. So it's terminating out on Northeast 138th Place. Here on the pullback. It's such a goofy part of the roof here where I'm setting up. There's just so many roof angles coming together. Right around 46 feet approximately is the curb. That's, you're doing basic heel to toe steps to that point. I think they took this update to about where the sidewalk edge is. Anyway, that part of the line there, I'm going to have to do a little bit of reviewing of. I'm just having a hard time getting my eyes to adjust up here. The concrete pipe flows well. All right, so where they got I'm picking this locate up here, just for the sake of knowing where your pipe is at. The line transitions to concrete maybe a foot underneath the sidewalk edge. So you'll see some white paint markings out there. I put those down in the event when I review this, if I found something that needed, you know, the most I'd recommend on that concrete pipe, honestly, would be like an epoxy liner. It has good flow through it. You know, if I start noticing things like the pipe joints allowing dirt through them, for instance, things like that, where you're going to get a progressive settling type scenario, but not something that's affecting flow, I generally don't recommend you dig that stuff up unless there's no other way to do it. So you're about 5 foot 7 inches deep at the transition. You'll see a white T marking in the sidewalk. And then this stuff in here, where I'm at right now, I'm into a part where there's so much foliage at the front of the house, I can't even get over there to even dig up the clean out and hunt it down. So I would normally go and mark this. It's just that difficult to get to right now without doing some bushwhacking. So at the very least, though, I'm going to probably recommend the line be thoroughly hydrojetted to descale the cast iron. There's a lot of scale buildup in here, and sometimes you'll get some more aggressive scale occurring when the house sits vacant for a while. The pipe dries out, which caused that rust to start to kind of crack and come away from the pipe. There's just a lot in there. It's rough, jagged pipe material, but when you get this much scale, I generally prefer this get done before the transaction closes up, because sometimes when you get that much scale, it can be an indicator the line is, you know, potentially channeling, troughing, where the flow line's being eaten away, and you get a big thick layer of scale buildup that builds up over the top of it, and you can't see it until you blast all that stuff free. So between that and just the horrible light glare I'm getting up here, it's one I'm going to have to review from home. But realistically, no matter what, it's one that you want to take a look at after you jet the line out. In a lot of cases, after jetting and descaling, you have good-looking cast iron on the other side of it. Unfortunately, it's not something you're going to really get much of a view of until you do jet the line out. So either way, it's needed for both properly inspecting the line. 2, cast iron may be in good shape, but you do not want all that rough, gnarly, jagged, heavy scale in the pipe that's going to catch debris as it comes to the sewer line. And where you want to start that jetting from ideally is here at the roof vent. If there is a two-way cleanout out front, again, you're gonna have to do some bushwhacking to make things accessible, so you can do that. But you want to jet this thing from the roof vent, basically the back end most part of the line, all the way out to ensure you get all of the scale. The ABS plastic pipe there was draining nicely, all looks good. But again, I'm going to review the whole thing at home, and just watch that on the report. May have some different stuff in the report I talk about on video.